That's a good sign. Supposedly this thing stumbles when it's running. Hey, how you doing? Nope, my name's not Chester. I'm the lawnmower lady, and I like fixing small engines. This Echo SRM225, as you saw, starts okay without choke, and once I give it wide open throttle, even just after a few minutes, it really starts bogging down. So that tells me it's either drowning in fuel because it can't get enough air, or there's a clog somewhere or another that it's just not getting the right mix. So that's my diagnosis. I'm sure Doc Adams would disagree, but follow along. First thing I'm going to do is take a look at the air filter. It does look to me that it is very, very clogged up. While I'm here, it might still be too hot. We're going to take off the spark plug. Not too hot. Well, if this is one of my old two-stroke scooters, I'd say this looks really, really good. Though it is a little bit sooty in there on the edges. Nice chocolatey brown. All right, this is a T25 Torx. Comes out there. And you do need to remove these two little wires that are in that little keeper on the top cover. Another T25 Torx right by the starter. And the top cover pops right off. It helps to have the spark plug removed, which I already did. And we're going to remove, yeah, it's cool enough, the spark arrestor. Same T25. And it's not that clogged up. But I am going to clean out the inside of here because it might be a little restrictive airflow in there. All right, going to let this soak in some old bad gasoline. I'll hit it with a toothbrush. In the meantime, I'm going to check the air filter, fuel filter, pardon me, see what that looks like. And I know you can clean these kind, but it just takes a long time. I'm just going to replace it. So I get this little spring off of here. And the truth is, I struggle with these little guys. Here we go. Oops, lost a little spring. I've never found a good way to get these on other than to just struggle with them and hope I don't break a fingernail. There we go. Poke that guy back in there. All right, so I've cleaned up all the old bits of this with old gasoline, cotton buds, toothbrush. Going to replace the spark arrestor screen. Assemble this guy. I see the spark arrestor screen wasn't even covering up the old hole, I just realized. All right. And get those good and snug. Check those while I'm here. Yep, they're tight. All right, gonna replace the top cover. Make sure that the ignition wires are not caught up under there. There are two different kinds of threads. The coarse one goes into the plastic. The fine thread goes into the other side where there are metal threads. Replace the ignition wires. air filter, and hopefully I won't be doomed to go inside of the carburetor. Let's see how this rolls. Seems to do okay under a load. So this little guy seems to be running just fine under load. Goes to show you, you don't always have to go all Doc Adams into surgery and tear the carburetor apart. Sometimes it's the simple stuff. Air filter, fuel filter, check the simple stuff. If you ever find something like this at a thrift shop or a yard sale, check out this video right here. Lots of other good ideas, tips, and tricks on what to look for. Mow happy!